Moonrise Kingdom was directed by Wes Anderson. The movie takes place in 1965 on a small island called New Penzance. The story is about a young boy and girl who are viewed from the outside eyes as troubled kids, but really are just misunderstood. The boy and the girl end up running away to a shore called Chickshaw. While they do this, a search party is in pursuit. Alright, so Moonrise Kingdom was by far, and I haven't seen a lot of movies, but by far one of my favorite movies. And now, disclaimer, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with this. You can even disagree with it. I mean, if you see this and you want to type in a little comment being like, well, I disagree with your opinion because of this, dude, feel free. So anyway, I think this movie was really good. It definitely goes down in my top 10. And like I said, I haven't seen a lot of movies, but in this next year, I plan on seeing a lot more movies than I have in my life. My goal would be to shoot for, over 100 movies, but we'll see. So anyway, I thought this movie was amazing. I'm a big fan of Wes Anderson, personally. I think he does a great job with his films. He's a great director. I noticed a lot of familiar faces in this, actors-wise, and they did a very good job. There were like two scenes, or not scenes necessarily, but there were two lines where I felt like when they spoke on what they had to speak about, it felt like it was actually scripted. Like, if you didn't even know what a movie was, you'd be like, wow, that's a script, rather than it feeling genuine as they play off their characters. But that was only in two scenes. Not a big deal, but just something that I saw. Something that this movie did a great job with, that a lot of movies I feel struggle nowadays for me, is keeping my attention. Making me, the viewer, always want to watch the movie, always want to keep my eye on, not wanting to miss what happens next. I found that this movie did a very good job at doing that, and that is very important for me. And I think that's amazing. Another really good thing, and this is just well known for Wes Anderson, is that his shots are amazing. A lot of them come out, to be symmetrical, and that is, like, I don't usually like to use terms like that, but in this case, and for Wes Anderson, I do, because it is like that. They're not exactly symmetrical, but they feel that way. And they're very satisfying to see. It's not like my eyes are bleeding when I'm looking at his shot. And I've seen a couple of movies that do that, and I don't like that. But he does it in a way that I want to look at it. I want to keep eyeing it, and I think it's great. I think this movie, like, would I recommend it? Would I not recommend it? Would I highly recommend it? I would honestly highly recommend this movie. Excuse me. I would highly recommend this movie. This movie is fantastic. It's great. I think it's unique. And I think it's funny. I think there was very little humor, but I thought they did a good job at keeping it, not laughing every 5 seconds, but, I thought it was quirky, and I like that. I think it was very unique. It was good. I'd highly recommend watching it. Anyway, have a nice day.